Remote. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm so happy to see everybody this morning. Thank you for coming around. And coming around like this shows that you are out for the business. You're out for the good stuff we are talking about in real estate business. About please put the card on this camera. Okay. One thing about most of these things we do every Friday in this company is not because we want to do it. Then the controller too, sir. It's not because we want to do it or we feel like doing it or we have the capacity to do it every time. But one reason why we do these things every time is, you see, what you keep seeing every day, the people you keep capturing, the places you go, the things you engage yourself into makes you consistent in that field and helps you to get ideas about that particular field. Okay? My engineer, if you can hear me, come and put card on that camera. Okay. So these things helps you a lot. A friend of mine came to my room at a certain time, and he saw like my vision on the wall. I made something like this, kind of flex stuff like this, and it's on my wall. So he was asking me, why did you put this thing here? Are you doing videos there? Because most times I do my own teachings, my own videos. I have my own backdrop for that. So he was asking me, why did you place it there? Are you doing videos there? I said, no. He said, are you doing programs there? I said, no. So why is it there? I said, because I need to be seeing. It was not even me that answered him. It was my junior brother. My junior brother told him he needs to be seeing his vision every day. It keeps reminding him of who he is and what he's going to do and what he wants to do. I have a book where I wrote my goals, my plans for the year, so many things. It helps to remind me, this one, you meant this one never happened. I'm still looking at doing this one, and other stuff. Please, before we help me and tell Albert to put memory card in the camera. So all these things helps me stay in touch with those things. And that is why coming here often, just like for instance now, I was teaching in a particular company yesterday, and I was telling them, you see, if you don't, yes, you're a realtor, you're a consultant. If you feel I can just stay at home, I can just relax at home and do the business, you might not do well in this business because people who are coming around, they are getting new ideas because every teaching must give you a new strategy, a new idea you can key into that will help you. You can learn things. You can, talk with other realtors, other consultants. They'll give you ideas, share experiences with you, how they helped you, how they succeeded in their own sales. So that is why the more we do these things, the more it helps us. Okay. So this is one thing I love about Simple Profile Limited. We are consistent in what we are doing. Very, very, very consistent. Before we proceed, let us say a short word of prayer. Father, we thank you for this morning. We give you all the glory. We give you all the praise. We thank you for life. We thank you for grace. We thank you for divine health. Blessed be your name in the name of Jesus. Father, as we continue this morning, we ask for your wisdom. We ask for understanding. Lord, we ask for business ideas that will enable us to do well in this industry. Lord, we ask that even as we are doing these things as part of developing ourselves, Lord, you will grant us divine favor in closing deals. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Like I said, so today we are talking about successful real estate plans for 2022. Successful real estate plans for 2022. Now, hear this. There is this saying. I still have it on my slide, so I'm still going to project it. But I'm trying to tell us the importance of plans. Plans. Let me use the Bible here now. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 16, that's Proverbs 16 verse 9, I believe. The Bible says, in his heart, a man plans his course, but it's the Lord that will establish his ways. Now, in other words, if the Bible says in his heart, a man plans his course, but God will establish his ways. That means before you bring in God into what you are doing or what you want to do, you need to have a plan so that God will know where to help you in that plan. Now, let me not preach too much. In Romans chapter 12, verse 2, the Bible also says something about knowing the will of God, the good will, the acceptable will, and the perfect will of God. Now, in other words, there is a good will of God, there is an acceptable will of God, and there is a perfect will of God. Now, let's say you may not be planning to be in real estate industry at this point of your life. So when you're asking God if it's the perfect will for your life, God might say, and that's not the perfect will. But being in real estate might be an acceptable or a good will of God for your life. So, and that is why when you now present to God your plans for the year, your personal plans and all that, and when you're not calling God to come and help you, God will come into that plan and check, okay, which one is perfect for my daughter? Which one is good for my son? Is it this one good? Is this one bad? So he will be the one to not check from your plans and give you a perfect one. And that is why you must have a plan. You don't just expect God to just come from nowhere and give you a plan. And that is why I get so angry with people who try to blame God. You see, in this life, whatever you are doing in life, remove your mindset from blaming God from anything. The blame game has always been there from Adam. He blamed God for giving him a wife. That is why whatever I do in this life, I try not to put God in that position where I will blame God. I try to work things out myself from the ideas He gave me, the wisdom He gave me, the ability He gave me, so that I will not blame God for anything. I am responsible for my life. As a matter of fact, God gave me my destiny, and my destiny is in my hands, not in the hands of God. God will give me the grace to fulfill it, but I have the full responsibility to make it work out, not God. So that's why whatever happens to me in life, I take responsibility. I don't try to blame God for it. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there are things you need to work out on your own. Things you need to do, work towards it. For instance, now, you can't be believing God for financial prosperity, financial breakthrough this year. You want to make more money, and you don't have any channel why God will use to help you. Many people are expecting, this thing called manners from heaven. That's a wilderness experience in the Bible. It cannot happen now. God must bless you through something you are doing. The Bible says He will bless the works of your hands. That's why these plans I'm talking about, it is very, very, very important. So as we proceed, I'll be sharing some things that will help you to make good plans in this industry this year. I was doing some research and I discovered that this is one of the foundational class we need this year in this industry. So let's proceed. And that's the topic. Now, hear this. He who fails to plan, plans to fail. When there is no plan for your life, when there is no plan for your business, when there is no plan for everything you do, you plan to fail. As a matter of fact, this year, 2022, 7 years ago, I wrote a plan about this year. I wrote goals and plan, what I want to happen this year. So like I said in that scripture, Proverbs 16 verse 9, in his heart a man plans his course, but God establishes his ways. So what I'm saying is, most of those things I wrote down there, things I want to achieve, I've seen them, and I've not the one I've not achieved yet. I've seen some of them that have changed with time, and some of them are God's will for them to change like that. But I was kind of happy that, yes, at least I planned this particular year many years ago. And that is why the government or political sector of this country is not really doing well, because they don't have plans for the country. No plans at all. They're just there for, the only plans they have is their own personal plans, their own personal greed. Their own plan there is a plan for my first tenure, my second tenure. How will I campaign for the second tenure? How will I pack money to campaign for the second tenure? That's the only plan they have. Because if they have plans for this year, there are some things they will not do. There are some roads they will not construct. Thank God for even Lagos state government. They are doing well when it comes to roads. If you go to some of the southeast states, you will see a road they will do today, tomorrow the road are spoiled. That's because there is no plan for the state, no plan for the people. No plan. Go to America, go to some other countries, they have 50 years plan for the country. They have up to 50 years blueprint for the country. And that is why whosoever is coming into the system as a president or as a governor is working with a blueprint already established here. It's looking at which estates are we going to develop in this country, which road are we going to construct. They're working with the blueprint because there's already a plan mapped out for it. So that is why it is very, very crucial and important that we have plans in whatever we are doing, whatever place we find ourselves, business, have plans. So he who fails to plan, plans to fail. Now, let's move forward. Now, one plan I want you to have this year as a realtor, as a consultant, is to know your target audience. Know people who are your audience. Not everybody will be your audience in this industry. As a matter of fact, if you are marketing lands and you have buildings too, you are marketing, there's an audience for land, there's an audience for buildings. There are clients and prospects who are not interested in land. They want to just buy buildings, the ones that have been built already. But there are people who are interested in lands and not buildings. So know your audience. That will be one of your plans this year. Let me plan people I will reach out to. Now look at this. Determine your ideal consumers, demographics, age, household, income, education level, family size, etc. And physical graphics, personalities, values, interests, lifestyle, buyers, sellers, etc. That means your audience lets you focus your time and energy on qualified prospects, helps you to develop marketing campaigns and position your service to resonate with them. Like I said, knowing this your audience or planning this your audience this year will help you to know who to market to. If you have some prospects on your list, your contacts that are not giving you positive vibe, I've taught you guys how to create WhatsApp broadcasts here. I can do that again later on. Create a different list for those people. Leave their number in that particular WhatsApp list and all that. Have people you are looking at, these people are giving me vibes. Let me focus on them. So knowing your audience. Knowing your audience will help you. What are their age? What are they looking for? Are they married? Are they single? The people that I keep making sales with, what kind of people are they? The personalities. It will help you. So planning this your audience, look at, like I said, it will help you know how to target and focus your energy on. As a matter of fact, even me, I help young people when it comes to issues of life and destiny. There are people I'll be working with, people I'll be teaching. If you are not serious, if I'm not seeing that positive vibe in you, when I come to you and teach you, you're still making mistakes over and over again. Like, it's not as if it's a weakness here. This is a deliberate act right now. There is no commitment towards what you are doing. I'll leave you because I don't have time to waste. There are other people waiting for me. So that is why knowing your audience, people who respond to you will help you. Just for instance, I run conferences for young people most times. And one of these things I do is I check my list and check people who have been responding to my conference, my invitation. It helps me to know the next people to focus on while inviting them. So I won't be wasting my SMS on everybody. Because if I see that over 10 times I've invited you, you're not coming. You're not making sense to my list again. So know your target audience. It will help you a lot. Let's move on. Importantly, it helps you understand your audience needs, their motivations and goals, which allows you to provide better, more proactive services and offer insightful solutions. It also helps you save time and energy spent on unqualified leads. These things now, for instance, let's say you know that your client, I was saying this, I think yesterday, you know your client or your prospect here wants a land that is on the road. That's their interest. That's their motivation. They want the land to be on the road. So you will be wasting time and energy trying to convince them to enter inside. Okay? So being able to differentiate between this audience will help you save time and energy. Remember, what we call ourselves here in this real estate industry is realtors and consultants. We don't call ourselves agents. Local agents or house agents will want to force you and convince you to buy into their idea. You tell them, look at the size of the room I need for office. Look at what I want to use it for. They'll be telling you, no, madam, see, let me tell you, leave that thing. You can start here. Their only focus is about them getting their commission, getting their own profit. They're not even after what do you think? How do you feel? What's your motivation in doing this business? So you are a consultant. And like I said, I keep saying this every time. Not everybody will buy from you at a particular time. Position yourself as a consultant. Let me be a solution provider to you. Let me be a problem solver to you. Because if I do that and I give you solutions, even when you don't buy from me, even when you buy from other people because I don't have the product or something, it will help you have value for me. And also recommend others to me because I provide solutions. I'm not looking for my own personal profit alone. I'm looking for your own well-being. So let's move forward. Number two, focus on your sphere of influence. Who are your contacts in your database that may be displaying behaviors that indicate a potential need for your services soon? Who are the people that always reply your status, they always reply your post, they always ask you, where is this land? How much is the land? Those people are people in your influence. They're already interested in what you are doing. People that will ask you, wow, this land is good, but I don't have the money yet. Those people are people in your influence. These are people you need to also focus a different list to reach out to them once in a while. Give them updates because they're giving you that positive, vibes. They're giving you that leads. Now, think of people with milestones like investing in lands or building a house. Anticipating these milestones gives you a head start to plan and strategically target them this year. As a matter of fact, in my own personal and private media company, I keep using this thing as a reference because I've learned some of all these principles. I know matured ladies on my list who are ready for marriage, and I target them because I know that I will have a job from them very soon. How do I target them? I make sure I reply their post. Sometimes I comment on their post. Wow, you're looking beautiful, nice outfit. I make sure I keep in touch with them because as I'm in touch with them, I keep reminding them that I'm into this business. I do photography, I do videography, I do all these stuff. Now it now helps them to be like, yes, I have a friend that does this job, and when it's time for me to get married, he's calling me. So I learned to focus on that influence, that these people are going to generate something for me very, very soon. Matured guys who are ready for marriage. That's how I target them. Small, small, sometimes I send them my videos. They'll be like, wow, this is beautiful. And that's how I get to know them. That's how I get to give me a job. As a matter of fact, one is even called me yesterday night for traditional marriage tomorrow. So this is how you can have these people. Don't just ignore people who are replying your posts over and over again, who are always looking after the posts you're making about buildings, about land. They always give you that vibe of, wow, I love this. Where is the location? This and that. Just like those people have this motivation to buy. Maybe they don't have the money yet. So, but when you keep them in touch, keep close contact with them, it will help them remind you of who you are. I keep saying this over and over and again. If you're a realtor and you're a consultant in this industry, and let's say you have like 100 contacts on your phone, let's say 50 people want to invest in lands this year. Now, instead of 50 people that want to invest in lands this year, because that 50 people also has to do with even enemies of progress. They are there. People that don't want your progress at all. Now, in that 50 persons that wants to invest in land, this year, for instance, in your contacts, if 25 of them does not contact you, that means you're not being effective in this industry. Do you get the idea? If you have 50 contacts, let's say you have 100, and 50 wants to invest in lands this year, if 25 of that contacts does not contact you to get your idea or to ask you or to consult with you, you're not really effective in this business. People should get to know you as somebody in the business, in church, in your school, in your offices, whatever you find yourself. As young as I am, many people know I'm into real estate. Many people are asking me, even people that are buying from other companies, they're asking me, Alpha, look at this, and what's your advice? Because I brought myself out to consult, to help people understand these things. So people should know that this is what you are doing. Have you not heard people say, I never knew you were into this business? So I didn't know. I was not aware. That's because you're not being effective. You're not telling them. You're not advertising. No, advertising is beyond giving them flyers. Your activities should show it. Some of your posts should show it. Some of smart stuff should show that this person is into this field and into this business. Okay, so let's move on. Now, the same goes for contacts that could be a source for referrals, like past clients. Okay, reach out to them, send them a letter, make a point of contact so that you know that you can help them. Because most of the clients who have sold to, some people have this mindset that these are people that I call, in layman's understanding, I call them agents. Their only focus is just, let me just sell this land, get my profit, and move on with my life. I don't care about how you are doing. I don't care about if you are going to build in the house. No, if I'm going to build in the land, sorry. So learn to keep contact, even with past clients. Telling them, hello, sir, how are you doing? Once in a while will help them remember you often. One of our seminars we had in our old office there at that plaza, and one of our speakers made a statement that inspired me. And he said he has a house agent that he got the house from him, and he's an old man. He says oftentimes this man comes to visit him and ask him, how are you doing? Hope everything is fine. Hope the roof is not leaking, all those stuffs. I said, no problem, no disturbing you, Abi. He said that thing inspires him. Like, even though we are done with our business, you have given me a house, I've paid you, you still come around to ask me. So he said, whenever anybody is looking for a house agent and asks him, he sends them that man's contact immediately. So you see, this is why so many people will be like, are you using jazz to sell? Are you using this one to sell? No, most of these things is just about customer service. Knowing how to follow people. You understand? Knowing how to follow people. So this is how these things works. Learn to stay in touch with people who can be a great success to you. Because most of the time, it's not even only them. Most of the time, it's about people they can recommend to you. I have clients who, it's not as if they are benefiting anything from me, but they found this joy in helping me, referring me to other people. Why? Because of the way I follow them, because of the way I work with them, because of the way I try to go beyond even my services, staying in touch with them like friends and families. They take their time. Most of them just get to and say, success, I send somebody your contact so they can contact you for social stuff. I'll be like, wow, thank you so much, sir. That's how I'm making, getting more clients with time. Now, the other one is send the right people, the right message to the right people at the right time. We keep saying this about time frame here. You need to make out these plans this year. Mr. Obi is a banker. So sending Mr. Obi a message by 1 p.m. should not be a great idea. Or calling him by this 1 p.m. Learn to know what your client does, the businesses. If it's somebody in Alaba, most of the times calling them around 8 will not be okay. They might be on the road to the office. Those traffic, all those, stress is not a good time. So preferably the best time is even to send them message, not even to call. Name the right message to the right people at the right time. Some people, you don't need to call them. It's like a disturbance. Just send them a web package message, maybe early in the morning, around 6 a.m. Because it's a natural thing that most people, once they wake up from their bed, for people that are serious with God, they can just share a short word of prayer, and the next thing they're going to is their phone. Is their phone. I check my messages often, back to back. Is their phone to check, let me see if there's any message. So that element, they are still on the bed, they are seeing your message. Good morning, sir. Hope everything is fine. This is to remind you about the update about the Easter. Look at what's going on. That just keeps the memory fresh in their head before they start the stress of the day. Naturally, Lagos is stressful. So naturally, when you're moving on the road, only the road alone is stressful. So when you are telling them about opportunities and investment, you can just provoke them or make them angry. So it's very, very important. Now, sending the right message to the right people at the right time involves organization and mindfulness. That's what I said about planning them. This person is different from this person. This person can answer call by 2 p.m. in the afternoon. This other person cannot answer call by this time. So you have to help you to organize your list, not the people to call and reach out to. Plan these things. I need to call this man. It's been like 1 week now. He has not given me any reply. Let me just send him a message. Let me just call him and know how. These things will help you. These plans will help you this year. Now, let's move forward. Now, the other one is maintain a service-oriented mindset. This is why I said about not everybody must buy from you. No, you must not sell every time. But just have this thing that I'm out for service for you. I'm out for service for you. A service-oriented mindset includes empathy, foresight, and creative problem solving. Empathy helps you understand the needs, goals, and challenges your clients experience along with the emotions associated with them. Foresight helps you anticipate potential problems and predict your client's challenges so you can quickly offer solutions. I love people and I love to appreciate people workmen that when they come to work for me most times, some of them will come to that work and they look at the work and they know that this thing. Some of them, I've seen people that, let's say for instance, now you call, let's say you call, let me say, an electrician to this office now to come and fix a particular problem for you. And when he comes, he discovers that his own area of specialization is not what you are giving him. For people that are service oriented, they'll just tell you, Oga, this thing you want to do now, I will advise you to do it this other way. And meanwhile, I don't do that. So look for other person, or let me send you the contact I have that will help you do this thing. Whenever I see such people, even if it's transport money, I love giving to them because they did not come to claim the job, do nonsense for me, or just to get the money. They are giving me a service. They're telling me, I look at this thing now. I can't do this one. This is not my job. And look at what I would advise you to do. Maybe to save money or to get the job perfect. Now, this thing will help a good person that next time you'll be thinking of calling them. So have this service-oriented mindset instead of just, say. Creative problem solving will help you provide solutions to overcome their challenge. If you engage consumers with a service and solution-oriented mindset, you will convert more leads compared to pressurizing them. Serve, don't sell. Let your prospects see you as somebody who is out to help them. Because when they keep seeing you as somebody you just have to collect money, they'll be like, nah, you're just after your money now. If it's Igbo men, they'll be like, Obasakano, give him more anything that will come back like problem, you don't care. It's just about you selling. So that is why you must serve. I don't have a method of let me just serve, not just selling. Let me serve, not selling. Sir, looking at what is going on now. Hold on before you make payment for this land. Hold on. They will know that this person, let's say the company you're marketing for, there is a little issue. I know that if he sends the money now, the money will hang. Let him hold on. Just give me 1 week. Let me confirm if it's okay for you to make the payments now. It will help them that this person is not just after my money. Okay? It's not after my money. It's after helping me get this investment. And they will they will really have value for you. They will have value for you. So let's have this service-oriented mindset, not just, about selling. Let's move on. Now, look at one other plan you need to make this year. Then this is a very, very powerful one. Visualize success. Visualize success. Imagine a goal you want to achieve in 2022, like sell some lands. How do you feel when you visualize yourself achieving your goal? When your client signs the contract, shakes your hand with the face light up, with excitement, it feels pretty cool, right? Now, when you visualize success, you also put yourself in the mindset to visualize the whole process. These steps needed to achieve your goal and potential obstacles. These steps needed to achieve your goal and potential obstacles, along with strategies to overcome them. This allows you to construct a path for success and anticipate challenges instead of reacting to them. Now, when you visualize success, Mr. Maker now will just buy these 2 plots he wants to buy, and that's it. I'll have my commission, I'll make other things for it. When you visualize this success, it helps you to have this motivation. Let me give an instance now. And this is how most times God tries to help us. That's why sometimes God will show us in the dream. Somebody made payment, somebody bought land. He's trying to motivate you. It's not as if that dream is what will make that payment or what will make that success to come to pass. No, he's trying to motivate you that if I work towards this thing now, that means I'll end up in success. I'll achieve my goal. Just imagine a client now. Let's say it's a family member or a friend is telling you, I want to buy from Enugu. Like he's giving you his word. The person is a straightforward person. He says, I want to buy. Like, just give me the details I want to buy. No, do you know, you need to have a positive mindset. This guy wants to buy. He's not thinking about buying. He's telling you, I have money. He's even showing the money. This is money now. Just get me all the documents, get me all the information. Let me see the video. I want to buy. That's a motivating factor. That this guy must surely buy. That's it. When you're not working towards that, because you're already visualizing a success. So when you're working towards that, it makes you, even if there's challenge, you want to conquer it because you know that at the end, there is a success coming. Same in the Bible. When Jesus was being discouraged, I'm a son of God, and I'm here on earth, and they're about to kill me. Not even killing by gunshot, that's a simple one. They're about to crucify me, knock nails on my hand. When he thought of those things, the thing became heavy on him. He said, no, I cannot continue like this. Say, God, let this cup pass me by. Say, God, let this cup. This thing is too heavy. But he said, well, nevertheless, it's not my will, but your will. Now, the Bible said Elijah and Moses came to encourage him and to empower him. Now, Jesus was able to visualize the success he's going to have after that crucifixion. He was able to see the success. The Bible says, but when he saw the glory set ahead for him, that glory that at the mention of his name, every knee must bow and every tongue must confess that he is Lord. When he saw those success, those sitting at the right hand of God on the throne, when he saw, even he's a human being then, so he saw those things, he said, no, I'll continue this journey. So that's why when you see success ahead of time, it helps you to overcome every obstacle on the road. You don't send anyone again. You are so sure that last God told me this thing will come to pass. God told me I will make this sale. God told me I must secure this deal. So as far as you are sure of that success, every obstacle is a small one. You're able to break through. So that is why you must plan your life. Visualize success. I have a cousin of mine. All the old cars he wants to buy. He said he wants to buy 32 cars. Young guy. He has their names. He has their pictures. I don't know. He has their name. He has the picture of all the cars. He knows the name, all of them. I don't know. That's his own success. So whenever I see those things, I'll just smile and say, well, it's good for you. He's visualizing it. He's visualizing it. Having that success visualized. The house he wants to build, he says he knows the house he wants to build. You know how it is. He has a picture. Most of these things are motivations. Now, I'm going to show you some of all these goals so you don't go and be planning for impossible goals that will not come to pass. Now, but these things helps you that when you draw your plans sometimes, paste them on the wall. Even when you wake up in the morning and look at them, I say, I want to sell 7 plots this in 3 months. Let me work towards it. You are visualizing the success. You already see yourself successful. Most great people in life that are where they are right now did not get there by mistake. Many of them has visualized it already. I am telling you. Many of them have seen themselves in those positions. They are working towards it. They are already having that picture, that mental picture, and they are working towards it. That is why it just happens. So nothing happens by mistakes. Most people visualize these things. That is why you see most of all these actors, musicians, they have this hope in life that one day I will make it. So they don't give up with any obstacle. They keep doing it. Most of the churches will say to them, most of the pastors doing well, having great churches, if you check their history, if you check 20 years ago, if you check 15 years ago, you will never, ever believe they will get to that point. How are they able to get there? That's because they already have the picture of the success. They already have the picture motivating them. When you will see a pastor with 2 people in church, they don't care. They are still preaching as though they're preaching to 100 people. They have that motivation waiting for them. And that is why after a long time, you will see them in that same success. Because they already have the picture. So they're not giving up. I've seen so many things, companies, that will be like, wow. So this is how you were before. This is your before and after. So always learn to visualize success. It will help you stay consistent in your business. Now, let me talk about lead generation strategies. These strategies will help you generate lead. These are the things that will help you keep leads to come. Keep these leads to flow. And number one of them is social media. Social media. I was teaching somewhere yesterday and I told them, if you must be relevant in this business and be a professional, you must not forget the aspect of social media. This is a very, 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 very aspect. You must not forget the aspect of social media. Okay? Now, let me say this. You see, very, very soon, how many of us, let's say, if you were here 15 years ago or 20 years ago, you might not possibly believe there could be a thing of video call. Those days where we have our mothers in the village, our fathers, and whenever their sons goes abroad, they're like, who knows when I will see my son again? Who knows when I will see this my daughter again? To them, it's like only God knows. But now, you don't even need to see them physically. Because those days you might think, this thing, how is it possible? But today, no matter where they are in the world, even if it's in the village, so far there is network in that area, you can do a video call, you're speaking with somebody. Now, but 20 years ago, it sounds impossible. Great ideas in this life never seems possible before. It never seemed possible. Very, very soon, what I'm saying is this, very, very soon, you'll see that you'll be hearing Vatican Garden Estate in metaverse. This thing called metaverse coming up soon. But the world is changing dramatically, changing, moving with speed. Very soon now, this whole stuff we are struggling with land, physical land. Yes, there'll still be physical land, but people will not be struggling to buy invisible land. I am telling you. Invisible space. It's already happening. I have a friend of mine who has bought his own land, a metaverse. He bought land. And very soon, when people now start using those land now, they'll start increasing in value. I'm even looking for money. Let me even buy some. It's even increasing right now. For instance, now, you see this CPLAT Profile Limited Realtors Seminar Hall. A time will come in metaverse where CPLAT will have a Realtors Hall in metaverse. So you don't need to come here for seminars. Just wear your gadgets and you are walking into the room in that metaverse. It's as though it's a physical stuff. I'll be teaching you about that very, very soon. So it's a physical stuff you're having. A physical garden. You are seeing your colleagues, but you're in your room. I'm telling them, how are you? You're speaking with them, but you're in your room. But at that visualized area, you're in the metaverse room. And for CPLAT to have that room, they must buy it or they must build it themselves. So this is how the world is moving. This is how the world is moving. So if you say you want to stay in a particular area and not upgrade yourself, you'll be missing out. Time will come, it looks as though they have left you behind. And it's comedy. They say they have left you behind. So social media is something you can do. And I keep saying this about some of us who are aged here. It must not really be you that will do it. You have young people, we have our sons or our daughters that even they are wizard on this phone. They can even press something that you don't believe in the phone. Give them, tell them, post for me. Look at my land. Look at this picture. Help me and post it. Help me and send this message to this person. They will help you do that with joy because they know after your own, they will do their own smoke. That's how you should leverage on these things. Leverage on these things. So you don't just wait there and do some of all these things to work out for you. Leverage on all these things. You must be on social media if you want to stay relevant because social media is taking the wave. I'm talking to you right now. I don't even know people that knows me. As a matter of fact, I keep telling people about this thing called Facebook. Facebook is like a monitoring spirit app. All this social media stuff. You might think, only 2 likes. It's a lie. These are the people that liked you for that day, that commented and said, let me just like you. Many hundreds of people have still seen that same post, but they don't care about liking or anything. But they are seeing it. I'm surprised most times I travel, people tell you, I'm seeing your post. You are doing well, you are on land. I'm like, wait, why did you see it? I did not see that you saw it. But because it's a monitoring split up. Somebody can just see your post and pass. Not concern them. They're like every time you and land. You pass. But they are seeing it. These things helps you stay relevant in the business. It helps. That's why people be like, I want to buy land. Yes. I remember Mrs. Nkechi. Yes, let me ask her. I used to see her with land every time. They will not remember you. So don't give up on. You might think people are not. It's a lie. People are seeing it. As a matter of fact, I know people that have contacted me, called me on the phone, and said, I saw your video. I really loved it. I love your teachings. Please, let me keep in touch with you. I don't know what they are calling me for. I don't know them. But as far as my videos are on social media, they contacted me. Even sometimes videos of 5 years ago, they're still watching it. So you must invest in the power of social media. Emails. It's still working. Emails. I have companies that they are sending me emails just because of maybe one contact they had with me and have my emails. Send emails to corporate organizations once in a while. Some of the companies you're marketing for have commercial real estate. You can just send an email to a particular company that says, in case you're looking for a commercial land to buy to develop your offices to move to a new level, check this estate, look at the name, blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows how these things would come. Okay, so invest in emails, invest in social media. These things will help you generate more leads and more sales. These are lead generation plays. Now, traditional, we keep saying this. You see, I believe in SS. I believe in multiple options. One of my beliefs in life is that in life there are alternatives in life. So many alternatives. If you feel that, you see, no man is indispensable. If you feel you are the only one who can do something, tomorrow somebody else will take over and do it. So there are so many options in life. So traditional will help you beyond social media, email. These ones are stuff of domestic marketing, talking to people one on one. Your pastors, your church members, wow, I see you have money to look, invest in this place. These are traditional marketing. So many people are seen today appreciating them had bad histories, bad upbringing. But because God has a way of even turning people's mistakes to a miracle. He has that way of doing that. So, what the mistake did I make last year? What lessons did that? But one thing God will do for you is that He will always teach you a lesson from them. You will always learn. This thing taught me something. I won't do it again. Can I learn from them? Why did I make these mistakes? And could they have been prevented? Just like something happened to me recently. I have this compassionate heart most times. I have this, I don't know how I just have this understanding. I'm mostly for aged people. That's my weakness. I was trying to get a carpenter for a particular office I was trying to demarcate. That was last week recently. And initially, my plans of getting any carpenter, I was looking for a young person. I've gone there 2 times. Whenever I'm looking for, they are giving me old men. So the first one I contacted for the job, I saw him sitting down. Now to him, it was like, there's no job today. Just sat down there. Now, when I saw him, I have this compassion for him. I said, let me just give this man this job so he will have motivation to continue in life. Because there are people that just, you see, this is why God is blessing some people. You see, you must not wait till you become wealthy before you help anybody in life. The people that just a little kindness you will show them will make them live for extra 5 years. I am telling you. To make them live for extra 5 years. Not many years ago when my dad was doing sick, as if he wants to die tomorrow. Most of those things are because of problems flow everywhere. So you won't have motivation to live again. You even be like, let me just die. Now, but the way things are changing now, recently I asked him, guy, how far you don't die? He said, lie. He said, no, if he die now. See, he's not dying now. Why? He's seen the future, he's seen hope. I told him, sir, if you die now, you lose. I told him, say, Dad, if you die now, you don't lose. He said, yes, he knows he cannot die now. So that's motivation. The people that just one atom of kindness you will show them, it will help them go a long way. Because many people are already giving up with life. Sometime last year, I entered a night bus from Anambra from Onitsha, coming to Lagos. I had a very stressful day. I think I walked, entered the night bus. So inside the bus, I saw a man. I think that man was one of the staff of the company. He just came there with his influence and was like, I want to go to Lagos. So because he was a staff, they allowed him to enter the bus. Because I think he was a staff in Lagos, not in the East. They allowed him to enter the bus under attachment. So the man entered. He was an aged man too. He should be in his 50s or 60s. So he entered the bus and he sat on the staircase of the bus. And we moved, and many other people that were there. So along the middle of the night, I opened my eyes and I looked at him. I looked at the way he was sitting there. I thought to myself, who knows what this man is passing through that he cannot even afford a fare to pay and sit down? Because I don't even remember if I've entered night bus before. It's stressful to do that kind of stuff. And it's at his age. People like me, I can even stand, enjoy, cruise. I've entered the bus before where there was cold. The AC was too much. They refused to off it because most of them, their head used to blow like wizard people. I stood up from my seat, put my earphone. I stood shaking my body because the cold would not enter my body. I stood for a long time. So I'm a young man. I can do that. So looking at him, I was like, why is this man, here? And I called him and said, sir, please, I want to come and stand. I didn't talk to him as though I was trying to pity him. I told him, sir, please help me and come and sit down. Let me just stand. I want to stand small. He said, okay, he sat down. And I stood. I entered. I just hung somewhere till we got to Lagos. Although he didn't even appreciate me, he didn't even tell me thank you for my seat. That was one mistake he did too. But I didn't blame him. I said, I don't know what he's passing through. He didn't even say, come on, thank you. Oh, nah, God bless you. I left my seat for him from East to Lagos. But I did not send. But to me, I was like, I felt like, let me help this man. Let me encourage this man. Okay? That small act of kindness can give people motivation to move forward in life and so many other stuff. The carpenter one I was telling you about, I later hired the man and they came and they did a nonsense job for me. I am telling you, even my brother was telling me, guy, you don't do this in business. You have to be mean. That is why you see so many MDs, so many CEOs. They don't care about any dime about you. They are focused in their business. I'm telling you. Focus in they don't if like your papa die, you don't concern them. Come to work. They are so mean because many people are taking advantage of those stuffs. I had to employ other people who took double to still do the work again. Why? That weakness I have, compassion. This man is feeling discouraged. Let me just give him this job. So I'm talking about these are mistakes in business. Okay. Now, possibly I would have just said, okay, I know work today. I'll collect 3K. Good job. I'll still look for who to hire for my job. There are so many ways you can still help people. The other day, I think I was in Anambra State also. I just saw orange. I was like, let me just buy orange. It's been a while. I went out to buy the orange. I told the woman, I think she told me either 400 or something. I said, okay. I told him, ma, give me 5 now. She said, no. How much is even the whole orange? There is nothing in the business. There is only 4. I looked at her and I calculated the orange there. So this orange is never more than 1,000 naira here. This is what this woman is doing. I've already given her 200 naira to give me my balance of 100 naira. And she was looking for change to give me my balance 100 naira. I looked at her and I had the Spirit of God tell me, dash this woman money. I told her, Mommy, give me the 200 naira. She gave me, and I gave her 1,000. I said, keep the change. I gave her 1K. If you see the joy, hi my God. If you see the blessing, if you see the thank you, that day I was so happy. I said, this woman can be joyful like this, just for 900 naira balance. That's a great motivation. Many people are giving up in life. So now these things helps you even in your business. This is how God is blessing you, opening favors for you because you are being a source of blessing to other people. So your little one can give you quantum leap for your own. Just little one you do to people, just 100 naira, 15 naira, can open doors for you. Not every time you'll be dragging 100 naira with bike men. Give me my change, give me my change. Sometimes I take, let them go. This is has a way of opening doors. Now, just dash out. Dash people. Okay? Don't fight with people every time over 100 naira. Let's move on. Now, number 6 is what can I do to increase positive experience I had? If you had a good experience, somebody gave you a positive vibe, you talk to somebody and they wanted to buy, what can I do to increase that experience? What can I do to have that same experience? Number 7, what can I do to decrease negative experience I had? What can I do to decrease it? You walk into an office and they refuse to see you. Check. Was it because of my dressing? Was it because I came with KK or bike? So next time, let me go with Uber. There's some place you cannot enter with KK or bike or even leg. Imagine you knocking on the gate. Gate man will not come and delay you small. Who do you want to see? He says, Oga. It's Oga no day. So this experience, but assuming you came with Uber, even if you don't have a car, if you came with Uber, at least they'll come and check you in the car and say, I want to see the boss. This person come with car. Let me just open gate. Me enter first. You don't enter first. So these are things you can check. What can I recheck? There are so many things. Last year I was sharing with you guys how we got a particular big man we're working for now. We came with 2 cars, open door for our boss, enter the company. If you see us, you'll be like, who are these people? That's how we got the man. We did not come there knocking. If you see how we came there, just photographers. If you see how we came to the event, hey. So these are things you need to package yourself with before you be able to assess people. So these things will help you. Let me give you an instance now. There's a client of mine I had. Okay, he's just my friend on Facebook. Now, I never knew he was a real estate MD for years. Have a big company. Just my friend on Facebook. So it got to a point, he used to see my posts about our seminars and other stuff. Now, but before that, I covered his dad's funeral this December. And then he was seeing my videos online about real estate, teaching about real estate. I was telling him, okay, come to my office, let's see. I want to hire you to help me train my realtors too. I was there yesterday. I was training them yesterday. Now, that was a good experience. I was given another job to help him train his realtors. Now, I'll ask myself this question: what will I do to increase my positive experience? That means I need to make more videos. I need to teach more. That means I will have more people. More people. Have you not seen Coach Park? He's not tired. Every day he's going, yeah. That's because he keeps getting more contact. He's not sleeping. He keeps posting. So do something to increase your positive experience. Now let me say what I discovered there yesterday again. Let me say this. I don't know if he's watching me because he even following me up on those things. Listen, many of us are sleeping with the opportunities we have at CPLAT. And CPLAT is working towards some things now, some upgrades, going to some lands, like for instance, we're trying to move Sonambra State and Imo State. Those things can help change some things. That's why you need to maximize the stuff you have now. The company I went to teach yesterday and train yesterday, to be a realtor there, and so many other companies like that, to be a realtor there, the least amount you can pay is 40K to partner with them. If you sell for them just by selling, they'll just give you small commission as a passerby. If you're not in their system, you must register before you in their system. It's 40K. So most no, they pay you commission if you sell. But you must partner with them, you must register with the money first. Many companies does that. So if you have companies that they are still allowing you for free, because most of them are upgrade later, maximize the opportunity you have. Maximize it. Try to push for those companies, market for those companies. Now, like I talked about branding yesterday. Let's have something to consider too. Don't market every estate you see. Choose the ones your spirit accepts. Choose few ones. So you don't even confuse your clients. You're not just seeing you as one kind or sire person or agent person. No. Be professional in your business. I keep talking about branding. Branding. Let people know you as a brand. Branding. These things helps you. Now, let's proceed. Now, activity 2 is develop your 2022 goals. Now that you have calculated, reviewed, and reflected on your performances of 2021, it's time to use that information to establish your new goals for 2022. How will you strategize to achieve your goals for 2022? Look at this. Step 1. Consider the goals you want to achieve and visualize the path you must take to achieve them. Then answer the questions below. What goals do I want to achieve this year? What do I want to achieve? How many plots do I want to sell? How many companies do I want to sell for CPLAT? Must I sell? Because some people are like, I must sell for CPLAT this year. So these things will help you know where to push your energies, where to put your focus. Where to put your focus. Just like me now, I want to marry this year. And one thing they're asking me, my mother is asking me, where is the money? Some people are asking me, where is the woman? Me, I'm telling them, once I'm ready, the woman will appear. These are things will help you know where to push things. In case if you have a beautiful lady that's ready for marriage and she has money, we can continue. Yes, now. Once you have anybody that has money, she's beautiful, she's ready for marriage, I am available. So we'll continue. Age, except she's in abroad. So, so check these things. What do I want to achieve this year? Number 2, what strategies can I use to achieve my goals? What strategies should I post online? Should I do these things? Check all these things. Number 3, what resources will I need? Because some of what things need money. Even people say, I need Jago, use money to pursue money. Last, I love the kind of idea Coach Park gave last week. He talked about some people you need to tell them that, Oga, this promo is about to end next week, as you can see in the flyer. Okay, you know what will happen? I don't want you to miss out. That's because it's only showing you a positive vibe. He wants to buy. And like, I don't have money. He said, okay, Oga, don't worry. I don't want you to miss out in this promo. Let me use my money. I will deposit 500K for you in this land. So you have your document first. Once you come and pay, you have your document. You can call company and say, company, create a document for me for this man. Let me snap the picture and show him. You put the man's name, put everything, snap the picture and say, Oga, your document for the land is ready. So you're a landowner. So once you pay the money, come and collect documents. The man will feel committed. This guy went out for me and paid this money for me. So let me get out my money and come and pay. Remember, they can't give them documents until they pay. So they don't still have any land. In the real world, there is no land. But in his mind, he might be feeling, I have a land. This person has paid for me. So even if the company needs financial commitment, tell them take it from my commission if he buys. These are wisdom. These are resources. These are things you need to check out. Inspiration you need to check out. There are so many ways to get these things done. What mistakes could I make? Can these mistakes be prevented? And how? Now, one of the mistakes you can likely make is misinterpretation or misinformation. So check things that can easily come up as mistake and try to avoid them. Maybe you told them is For instance, 60 square meter and it's 50 in some estate, or is this one? Check the mistakes you are likely to make in a particular product you are marketing and just focus on you avoid them. Some of the mistakes are simple to make, so focus on you avoid them. And most of those mistakes sometimes is other fees, hidden fees. You didn't remember to tell them about the hidden fees. Didn't remember to tell them about the development levy. These are things you need to try to avoid. So these are things you need to try to avoid. So check simple stuffs you can try to prevent. So these are things you can try to avoid easily because you're already prepared for them and say, no, this one will come up. Let me even tell this man already. And most clients, you know how troublesome they can be. You didn't tell me about development levy. You didn't tell me. So this man is a troublesome man. Let me tell him ahead. If he wants to buy, no wahala. If he don't want to buy, no wahala. So I have my peace. Don't be like Mr. Dixon. I gave us a story of when he was even a realtor. He land he sold. He's still having that headache up till now. So imagine an MD now. When he was a realtor many years ago, because of some of all these little mistakes, or because of from the company he sold for, they are still giving him headache. Clients is still calling him. Where's my location? Where is this one? So try to avoid all those headaches. No matter what you do in this industry, don't carry headache that don't make you sleep peacefully. It's very good you go to sleep, wake up, you're at peace. You're at peace. You see, that is why peace is very, very important. I have a friend of mine, a close friend. He told me an experience he had. He went to see one of his friends who's a big boy, driving cars, traveling everywhere. So they had a business to do in the hotel room. They had a business to do some all these cryptocurrency stuff. I say he went to him that along the line, his friend started crying and weeping, begging him to help him if he can, because that my friend is a pastor. If you can pray for him and help him, that as it stands now, that if they can take all the money he has and give him his life back, he will be very, very happy. Many people are struggling. You see this in Yahoo Plus guys, young guys are doing. Many of them have few years to live. There is no real joy. Everything that they are spending just to feel, as I tell you, just cover up. Many of them are weeping inside. This guy is saying the things have been involved now. He's even eating shit. If they tell you things involved, says if only they can take this whole money, this whole life, this whole connection, let me have my life back. I was telling my friends, see as you did now, you are enjoying life. Nobody is going to kill you. Nobody is putting gun on your head. No babalawo is pushing you or whatever. You are enjoying life. Yes, you're thinking you don't have money. You don't have money for food or money for cars. It says you are enjoying life. So peace is very, very important. Whatever you do in life, don't enter things that will take away your peace. Don't enter marriage. Don't enter relationship that will take away your peace. Very, very important. Let's pray. I'm almost done. Now, what could be my biggest challenges and how could I overcome them? Why could I encounter these challenges and can they be prevented or reduced? Now, reduce here means because there's some things that cannot stop. You cannot prevent them, but you can reduce them. You can just reduce them, but you cannot prevent them because most of them will surely come to pass. Now, what can I do to decrease negative experience I could have? What can I do to increase positive experience I could have? Now, once you have answered these questions above, you have enough information to establish your goals for 2021. Remember to be smart. Remember to be smart goals when you think of what you want to achieve. Smart goals are specific, that's the S, measurable, that's the M, achievable, results focused, and time bound. So don't come and have a goal that you want to set to Buhari, or you don't have how to achieve that one. It must be specific, achievable, measurable. So these are smart goals. I'll show you more details. They are specific and clearly defined. You have step-by-step process on how to get there. Because some people, and mostly Christians, they use this word faith to cover up, but they have impossible goals. This one, I don't want to scatter your faith, but this your faith. There is no works. Thank you, Holy Spirit. There is no works attached to the faith. That's what is called being achievable, being smart. You have to have, the Bible says, faith without works is dead. I have many friends, they are spiritual people, praying and fasting. What do you do? Nothing. How do you want to make the money? Many of them will look at me and tell you, okay, every time you earn money, money, every time you are carrying camera, every time you don't even focus on God, you don't even pray. I tell them, no, wala. I know how me and my God is doing my own stuff. Then tomorrow they'll be calling me for urgent 2K. Me that have been the serious spiritual person, they'll be calling me for urgent 2K. That's because, like I said earlier on, I don't want to blame God for anything about my life. This is why we have people backsliding even in church. They're in church, but they're not serious with God again because they are feeling disappointed. Saying, God, why would I be fasting and praying for 40 days and yet nothing is happening in my life? That's because you're not applying works to the faith. You're not applying works to the faith. Yesterday, I was teaching them, like, one of the principles I gave yesterday was, I told them, get out of your bed if you want to make sense. Don't stay indoors when you want to make sense. You're just indoors. Okay, some people will be like, I'm posting. That one is not enough. Go out, move out of your comfort zone. I've discovered that many potential people I had today, I made them somewhere. I made them on the road. I did not meet them inside my room. I was out for business. Some companies I work for today, I went to them and said, look at what I can do. Look at what I can do for you. Look at the things I can do. And they gave me the job. They didn't come to my house to call me because I'm not a celebrity yet. It's only celebrities people go and call them and say, oh God, please, or come. Yes, for years. If you hear their stories, you'll be shocked. You know, many of them will be like, nothing was happening then. Nobody was calling me. Nobody knew, but I was doing it because consistency is the key. So move out. Even Mr. Dixon, he met me on the road. I was going, he just met me and said, go, come. We're talking. From there, enter real estate. That's how we meet. So you meet. So from people who just stay indoors, struggling with Elihan Irina Balia or Gary or Rice. Junior, bring that pot for me. You can't make success with that. You need to go out, go to events, meet people. This is where you have leads, clients. So that's it. Now look at SMART. Now consider these questions when creating a SMART goals. Specific, that's S. What goal will be accomplished? How will it be accomplished? How? Okay, I want to say at least 5 plots for CPLAN this year. How will it be accomplished? How? Ask yourself. By asking yourself how, you start getting ideas. How? Start getting ideas. Just like me now. Let's say I want to marry this year now. And I'm like, okay, how will I marry this year? I'll now hear a voice, look for a girl that has money. His father has an estate. So from there, she'll just fall in love with you. They sponsor the wedding. So when you're asking this how, you see, getting ideas. The man that invented this electric bulb, after failing for how many 99 times or what, he must be asking, why am I failing? What could be wrong? Is it this one? So asking that how will help you get your answer quickly. Now, it must be measurable. That's the M. How will you measure your results? What programs will you use to track performances and results? Must be measurable. Something you can measure and say, okay, if I 1, 2, 3, 4, that means I've gotten half of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure it. Must be measurable. Number 3, achievable. That's A. Is it possible? Yes. Bible says, with God, all things are possible. Nothing is impossible with God. Now, but still ask yourself, as a man, you are not God now. Is this one possible? Now, for instance, it might not be possible for me, but it may be possible for you. So when you check, this may go now, is it possible? And you have checked your capacity. No, that might give you an idea to now partner with somebody that if you involve that person, it will be possible. So asking these things will help you settle some problems coming in the future. Is it possible? Can you perform the task? Like I said, can you complete the goals? You know your weaknesses, you know your strengths. Just like me now. Imagine you asking me now, can you talk to 500 persons? I know it's possible. I know my strengths. I know my strengths. So if I check, okay, I don't have this strength yet, I'll now go and upgrade myself to meet up. So checking these stuff, can I achieve this thing? Can I achieve? Just like me now. You're asking me now, can you achieve 20 million naira this month? I'll go sit down first. I'll be like 20 million naira this month. How? That how is what I'll be asking first. How? Can I achieve that kind of money? How? Okay, I will not check what skills do I have. What business do I do? Okay, I'm into land. That means yes, it's possible. I sell land. So that means government can say, give me 1 acre. I'm like, hey, 20 million don't come. So it's possible. So I now start positioning myself. Is there anybody I have on my contact as a politician? This kind of stuff. So ask, is it achievable from your own side? Now, number 4, result focus. That's the R. The R, result focus. Why are you accomplishing this goal? What is the result of the goal? Do you want to sell land to do pepper them gang? To tell your neighbors, I've made it. You think I cannot make it? That might not be a good result focus. So focus on results. Why do I want to do this thing? What's the result I will get at the end? I'll be able to do this one, I'll be able to do this one. And one of the ways to achieve these things, one of the ways to get divine favors from God is when you involve God in your results. When you involve God in your results, when you see God is a professional businessman. What I'm telling you now, I'm working towards achieving that. God is a professional businessman. God will be on his own, relax. And I tell him, God, look at this thing. It's not good like this. If you help me with this thing, I will help you in this one. God will be like, Chinik, this is a good business, okay? What do you want us to do? God is a businessman. So most time when you tell God, what do you see? If I make this $5 million now this month, you know that at least I will give church 500K. And that money will help church. So God, give me the money. You are now involving God. Because many of us, our result is always personal stuff. I want to buy a car. I want to build a house. I want to do this one. Imagine you telling God, God, if you give me this money now, if you give me this contract, these guys I'm seeing that they don't have money for school fees, I'll put them in school at least, even if it's 1 year, I'll pay for them. You are not involving God. So this result will help you get divine favors. Divine favors. Most of even ritualists knows this thing. That's why they mean saraka. And they want to sacrifice. They need to do those stuff. They know all these things. They go to mother's baby son, buy them stuffs. They know all these things. Even bad men, even wicked men, they will not give you money that will help you. But they are giving that to some people. Because you know that this thing helps. Exactly. It helps. It helps brings down God's mercy. Most people should have been dead by now. But by the time God considers the position they are occupying, God knows if this one died, this guy will die. Let me just leave him. They're just bringing God's mercy. There are so many wicked people paying other people's school fees. So God knows if I kill this one, they're telling me to kill now. What will happen to this guy? So God will just leave them. So look as if our prayers are not being answered. Die. They will have checked. And this guy not supposed to die. Listen, he has checked people. He's carrying in his shoulder. So he cannot die anyhow. So try to involve God in your results. And that's number 5. The last one, the time. Time bound. When is the deadline? Does it create a sense of urgency? Now listen, if you say you want to sell 5 plus this year, and your own time bound is like anytime it comes, or more, if it comes at the 1st December, so that's in a long time. It will make you too relaxed. Too relaxed. To make it too relaxed. Just like I was telling you guys, I had a plan 7 years ago to marry this year. So imagine 7 years ago plan. So whenever the year is coming, I'll be like, nah, time no day again. I'll never make the money yet. So it gives me this urgency. So just imagine I plan my life like anytime money come, I'll marry. Anytime money come, I can be like my father that married at the age of 40. I don't want to do that. So I keep deadlines in my own plans. I place deadlines from so time to so time. I need to achieve this one. I need to achieve this one. Put deadlines. It will help you create a sense of urgency. The day my eyes opened that there was no time was when I remember that Buhari will still become the president when I want to get married. When I say, wait, that means this man will still be a president. I said, that means it's not even too far. It's just 210 or something. So time helps give you a sense of urgency. I said I need to make sales highest 2 months. And the first month is almost over. But like, I remain only 1 month. Let me go out and market more. Let me check if I'll meet with my deadline. It helps give this motivation. Now, conclusion. Setting goals, strategizing, and executing are 3 keys to being successful. If you have completed the activities in this teaching, then you have reflected on your 2021 goals and calculated your sales, lead, and generation to see if you have achieved your goals. You have also reflected on the positive and negative actions that lead to your achievements and failures. So you could draw this wisdom from them and make better decisions in the future. Then you set your goals for 2022 and have strategized on ways to achieve them. You have visualized each step in the process and have broken your goals into smaller, more achievable goals. No matter how big they look, break them down. Some of them, the small step can be just a phone call. Small step can be an SMS. Now, let me tell you something that happened. I think it was last 2 years ending. I was about to register my company, my private company, and I was inside KK. I saw traditional marketing in the back of the KK, just normal sticker. The amount there, and it was about business registration, CAC. I took the number then, I called them, and they told me some stuff. I told them, okay, no, I'll call you later. I'm not ready now. They saved my contact on their list. Now, I think I lost the phone. I changed phone. So I didn't have their contact again. But because they have saved my number on their list as prospects, they have called to make inquiries. Some people that are telling you how much is this land, they are prospects. You can buy in the future. No, they were sending me SMS. I told you about bulk SMS every month. Happy New Month. We should blah 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 blah. Every month. So I'll be like, these people are sending me. One day I'll call you people. I was not ready till as of last year, around November or September. I was not like, okay, let me register this company now. Let me look for these people that have been sending me SMS every month. Every time they keep sending. So they keep coming to my mind. Even when I say new people to give the job, I be like, this person has been consistent in reaching out to me. So let me patronize them. Now, but one mistake they did in their box SMS was they did not put a way I could be able to reach back to them. And box SMS, you cannot reply it. So there was no even phone number to call. And that to also advise us, if you're doing anything like box SMS, put phone numbers that people can call you back. So I was looking for how to call them. No, for months. For months, I checked them on Facebook. I did not see them. I became more angry with them. I told myself, how can you be doing business? You're not on Facebook. I've been looking for them. I tell you for months. Now it was just this week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. This week that I told myself, let me just check on Instagram. And I checked them and I saw them. I took the number. I called their guy. I was shouting at him. I said, for months you have been sending me bulk SMS, but there was no way to get back to you. Told him, learn this thing. Stop doing that. You're not even on Facebook. So how would I be able to reach you? So he said, I'm sorry, we're going to correct that. We'll correct that now. As you said it now, we'll correct it. So that was how I was not able. And what gave me another motivation to look for them was this January new month, this February new month. They sent me a message too. I was like, I've been looking for people. Let me now, and I check Instagram and I saw them. So now I'm trying to give him money to register it for me. That's because this person has been consistent in reaching out to me in that field. So these are things you need to consider, some small steps. To you, they might look irrelevant. They might look as if it's not working, but these things works. It works. Now you are prepared and ready to accomplish the goals you have set. All you must do is execute your plan and adjust when needed. Remember, whenever you have plans or goals, it's not like I said initially before I started, he said in his heart, a man plans his course, but God establishes his ways. He's not really certain or sure that most of those plans will come as you made them. That's why he said you need to adjust them when it's needed. Adjust them when it's needed. Adjust them. You can adjust. Don't give up on your dreams. You remember, the destination is still the same thing. You want to arrive at your success, at your destiny. So even as you are going towards that destiny, let's say you are flowing to Okota Road and you are going towards your destiny. And along Okota Road, you discover there is so much traffic. There is no movement. Cars cannot even move. Even people that are trekking cannot even look for their way. It doesn't mean your destiny has been aborted. It means you can still look for another way. Now follow to the Agor own and get to your destination. So there is a way, there's a place and rooms for adjustment. Adjustment. No matter what happens in life, there's always a correction and alternative for them. Don't give up whatever you're doing. Now, best of luck to you in 2022. We hope it's your best year in the real estate industry. Thank you, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. So that's it. I don't know if anybody has any question or any stuff you want to say. That's it for now. Um, we are working. One of the things we are working on, just like I'm talking about plans and goals. At C Plat, we have our yearly goals, our yearly plans. We have our yearly mandates, things we must accomplish. We'll pray, we'll work towards them, and we'll do everything. Just like ever since Mr. Dixon has been in Enugu, trying to make sure the Enugu now phase 2 is experiencing clearing with Caterpillar. They're clearing everything, making sure it's a good place for marketing. We're going to do launching very, very soon. One of the things we are doing right now is to get more products. Now we have buildings. Very soon we'll start the foundation of the buildings. We'll have buildings on sale. We are trying to move to Imo State. Last time we would have done that. I think last year we would have done that, but due to the crisis then last time, Owerri, we could not go again. So right now we're moving to Imo State very soon, Anambra very soon. So we're trying to make sure we have more product that you can market. So you won't be limited when people are telling you, no, I want to buy from Imo State where you have only Enugu and Asaba. So we are working towards that, and by God's grace, we'll be able to achieve all of that. Achieve all of that. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And a wonderful
Same. Yes.